begins tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you.
It's a toaster.
Charlie, you have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them?
Hello. I'm the doctor.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. He's the doctor. And just everybody we saw on the screen was a doctor. I think Peter Capaldi was a doctor. I don't really think many other people were the doctor. Maybe John Hurt a little bit, right? Maybe Peter Cushing a little bit. Anybody else? Yeah, no, not so much. Not so much. And you might go, well, wait a minute. They're black and gay. Or they're black and women. Or they're black and effeminate. I mean, I don't know. What do you want to say? Who cares? Right? I don't like David Tennant either, back at 14, or Cartha and Jodie. I mean, like, nothing to do with skin color. Oh, man, people are so dumb. People are genuinely so dumb. I saw this guy on Twitter today, X, whatever, saying that, what was his dumb take? Oh, let me see if I can find it. Because it was a real dumb take. Oh, man. Hang on, let me have a look. Anyway, I think I found it. Yeah, I mean, this guy's such a moron. I can't believe he's got Patreon. Like, who pays for this guy? But it really is. Okay. Now I'm excited to show you. Right, I'm downloading. It's coming. It's because it is actually kind of funny. I don't know, cringe. There's a lot of cringe going on. There's a lot of cringe. I saw South Park this afternoon. Ooh, a lot of cringe there. A lot of cringe. It's sad, isn't it? It really is. But we will talk about that. But yeah, it was a total cringe episode. Man, it's cringe when people don't really get it about like what's going on. And like they did a Donald Trump episode after being paid $1.5 billion from Paramount, were the people who were paying Steve Colbert $40 million a year. Like they were literally losing $40 million a year just to say, nah, Trump. So Tim Pool's theory is that they paid the South Park boys to like $1.5 billion to do that. Because their format wasn't working. But boy, was it a dud. There's so much they could have done. Oh, here, check this out. This is hilarious. This is about the Epping stuff.
Responding with that energy and violence only to these crimes that are committed by people who aren't white, to immigrants.
Yeah, no, it's got nothing to do with their skin color. Nothing at all. I mean, again, and that you're focusing on the skin color, I think is deeply unhealthy. Why are you obsessed by their skin color, and to the extent that you ignore their behavior?
However many, I don't know. I don't know the numbers, but white men commit atrocious acts against women and children. Actually, let's just take for instance the aristocrat and her boyfriend who went on the run, and their baby daughter died.
This is such a ridiculous straw man. White people do crimes. So therefore, why are you worried about crimes done by not white people? No one gives a shit about the skin color if they're white or not white, right? All those crimes are bad, right? We would like to minimize crime. However, Yeah, there is. I'll let him finish. I'll tell you how I responded.
That's a horrific story, and you're not writing about the death of that girl. Think of every.
Let me guess. Joe, whatever your name is. What is his name? Joe something or other. Are you the Druze massacre? Are you going on massive demonstrations about that? Right? Are you screaming an end to the Druze massacre? No, you haven't even fucking heard of it, had you? Right? Because you only do what's fashionable. Because I think you'll think it's going to get you laid, frankly. And God, if it does, that's sad. Oh, it's sad.
Every atrocious story you've heard about.
Have you ever seen anybody wear a digital watch like that since 1987? That's weird. Yeah, mate, Joe. That watch doesn't say success to me. That watch says Woolworths 1982. Okay, you kept in good nick. I have to say, good on you for that.
A man, Wayne. Let's take Wayne Cousins, for instance, killing Sarah Everard. There's women protesting. The far right were quite quiet on that one. If you're interested in protecting.
Okay. If you're going to talk about hypocrisy, compare how you act to Jews to how you act to people who aren't Jews. Right? When people who aren't Jews kill people who aren't Jews, I couldn't give a shit. Not doing me. When people who aren't Jews hold up babies and women and children around them, and then say, "No, can't get me." Right, and the babies and women and children get killed. Then it's the biggest deal in the world. You go, fucking Jew, don't you? Yes, you fucking do.
Women and girls. It only inspires such venom when it is someone who's not white during it. So it's completely hollow saying you're there to protect women and children.
This is insane what you're saying, right? This is absolutely insane. One of the earliest forms of anti-Semitism, one of the most prevalent forms of anti-Semitism was called blood libels, right? Where they would kill a Christian child and plant the body in the synagogue with the story the Jews use the baby blood for their religious practice because Jews are evil, right? That happened. That happened so much it got a name. It's called blood libel, right? And people like you believed it because you just again. Here's the problem, right? You moronic, disingenuous twat. The skin color is irrelevant. The problem is there are two cultures being forced to coexist, and those cultures are not compatible, right? And they're being forced to coexist by the parent culture's ruling authority, but the parent culture's electorate do not want it in any way, shape, or form. I have said so over and over and over again. I think they're getting sick of saying it, right? I can't believe people like this still exist. But sorry, wrong thing. Where is this video? Where is it? Over here. Listen how moronic this woman is. And I got another video from her as well because. This woman is the problem of everything going on in England.
These people need somewhere to go. So
Why don't they stay in Germany?
You're saying they need somewhere to go. They go through numerous countries that are safe to come here. So what?
What would you say to women and girls who are being sexually assaulted by migrant hotels, asylum seekers?
Absolutely, of course, that sexual assault is awful, and that.
Well, we want more of it because listen, I hate being white so much. I'm going to pretend anybody not white is bad in any way, shape, or form, right? Because I've been to university and I know fucking nothing about the world. I'm an idiot little girl with a bonkers religion that doesn't even realize it's a non-theistic religion she's clinging on to.
Needs to be prosecuted, but we can't paint everyone with the same brush.
Yeah, no, we can. Excuse me. Yes, we fucking can. And what's that brush? That if you come from this culture, you're more likely to rape women, to abuse women. So if you come from a culture where women have lesser rights, you're going to view women as having lesser rights. How is that confusing to you? Now, that doesn't mean everyone in that culture is going to rape a woman, right? But it means it's more socially accepted. That's the difference. The arsehole before was talking about how white people do terrible crimes. Yeah, the difference is in Western European culture, Western American European culture, it is not considered a meritorious thing to rape and abuse women. In Islamic culture, it is considered a meritorious thing to abuse children and women who are not Muslims, right? To help bring them to to repentance.
Like they're not, or you can't just see a refugee and say I'm a refugee and immediately.
But they're hundreds of times more likely to rape and sexually assault.
I don't. Please give me some statistics to look at. I've not seen anything statistics.
You can look
like
at the
that.
percentage.
The Sun did a massive thing this week, right? God, again, look, again, idiot little girl, little rich white girl, had everything she wants. Can't imagine there's any want in the world. And I feel bad about myself because I'm an evil colonialist. Let me go fuck over some Jews because I'm a good person.
Of Afghans who have come over here in the migrant hotels who are being arrested for.
Some of the most vulnerable people in the world.
Well, fuck you. How do you know that? And why are they all military-aged men then? You fucking moron cunt. Really? How do you know that? No, you believe that in your little liberal religion, all so deep in your heart. I believe they're so good people, and how can anybody stop them? I want to be kind. I just want to be kind. So these 5 women are going to be raped now, so you want to be kind, right? Fuck you. Liberal, rich, white, liberal cunt.
And we're just going to have more of them, and we're just going to have to understand and accept.
No, that's not true. I did a documentary in 2020 on small boats in Dover. One of the guys I spoke to over there, he came from Iran. He paid £30,000 to make his way over here, and he said, "I'm a construction worker. I just came over here to get jobs." That's what they're all doing. Is that not true?
It's not what they're all doing. I have a friend who works in the asylum management system in the Netherlands, and I can tell.
What percentage of them are doing it then? Is it 20%? Is it 30%? Is it 80%? Is it 90%? What percentage? You have all the answers, Miss No, or college-educated idiot cunt who doesn't have any children and knows fucking everything in the fucking world. And we're going to see another clip in a minute when somebody just screams at her that she's a cunt and you watch her crumble like she's never experienced anything like that in her life.
You that the stories that she comes across of people who are like they're exposed to all sorts
Illegal
of
migrants not welcome to the Isle of Dogs. Yeah. You move to the other side of the road.
Yeah, I don't like that. People like cheering when they get moved. That is kind of stupid. But yeah, look, it's that sort of thing. Anyway, so this is where that goes. And I really want you to see her face of like sheer horror.
I just think it's really, really important for people to understand.
Nobody cares what you think. Get that in your idiot. Look, they're all white. Get that in your idiot, white, rich, entitled little brain. No one gives two fucks what they're going to do. They just pretend to because they think you might fuck them. Right? And that's it. And that is really it. And quite frankly, I think the one on the left is going to be more, she's more fuckable, right? You just look like, oh God, I mean, can you imagine if you started talking, I'll lose my erection and like that. I think, no, don't speak. My dear, no, my darling, don't speak. Don't speak. The rights of man, mother, no, don't speak. Oh, we got to give Muppets extra Martins, and then we got to go and give the Afghanis our virgins. Please don't speak, darling. Don't speak. But here, let me help you with that. Just put this in your mouth. Okay, that'll do the trick. There you go. Oh, I'm just trying to help.
That there are no safe and legal routes for refugees to come to this country. This is the only way they can come here.
Are you out of your mind? How many countries do they pass through? It's just like, really? No. You're full of shit.
It's on a boat to pay. Yeah, they've got the whole of Europe. But why should we put that burden on the rest of?
Okay. We have Brexit for a reason. It's their fucking problem. You know, it's the first safe country you get to. Go away. Bye-bye. I mean, really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, why is there better because it touched them first? That's how sometimes life's not fair.
Europe, Europe.
But do you
You
not
know,
think?
like,
But
we're
do you not think?
we still have to take responsibility for the fact that we have
Why? What? Oh, she's going to go into a real nonsense.
a lot of stakes in the conflicts and the climate crisis that cause.
I thought you shut up with your bonkers religion. Climate crisis, conflict. No, people are responsible for their fucking selves. They just want to get out of their shithole countries because they're shithole people that made it into a shithole country. Oh, that's why they live in shithole country. Now they're turning England into a shithole country. Which seems to be a very fair and honest assessment of what's going on in Blighty.
Causes people to be refugees and have to come to another country. They're not choosing to leave their country.
They are. They give you get there. Do you believe in England? They give you free 4-star hotel. When you arrive, you choose between an iPhone and a Samsung, right? They give you money. They give you free buffet meals 3 times a day, hot meals 3 times a day. And on top of that, they give you money, right? And then you can go and work and earn more money. It's luxury. All you got to do is get on one of these little dinghies to get over, and nobody stops you. Everything's fine.
At their home, their children, their parents.
Fucking children, you silly cunts.
I love it. Look at her face. Somebody's called a cunt because you are a cunt. And you know what? If your parents loved you, they would have called you a cunt and slapped your ass many years ago. Let's watch that again. And again, I'm not advocating violence, but I'm just saying, it's important to set boundaries as a parent.
Fucking children, you silly cunts. Of our children who just fucking racist.
Oh, mercy me. Oh, okay, this shows me you have no dog in this fight.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. You need to hear that more often. Fuck off. Nobody finds you fuckable with this bullshit. Fuck off. Well, I say. Oh, man. But I don't know, like, is America going to get into a civil war before England? All right, I really don't know. It's crazy what's going on there. I mean, they're literally, it's firing Steve Colbert has made them really. That's broken them. That's really. I mean, I watched South Park today. I also watched Star Trek. Stranger Worlds, man. We'll talk about Star Trek in a minute, but because it was the script wasn't the problem for once. It was really weird. Everything else was. But now South Park. Okay, so the South Park boys have just made $1.5 billion. They're paying them $300 million a year for 5 years, right? And they came out with this episode, which was, I laughed all the way through it because it was so silly. But it was detached from reality. It was a liberal's view of what's going on in the world, and it's just totally detached from reality. All right. Firstly, they had the South Park people all regretting that they voted for Trump. Oh, Trump's just stupid now. No, he has higher approval ratings than ever. Like, I'm sorry, people like him. And I really, really hope things are going to go the way I think they're going to go in these midterms. And I think they are. It's going to be hilarious, right? I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious. I just think the part is over, right? And it's wonderful. What are they going to say then if he wins at the midterms? Oh, that's going to be awesome. Plus, at the same time, like they just subpoenaed Bill and Hillary Clinton over the Barack Obama's coup to take down Donald Trump. He's being, he should be able to claim everything he did Obama should be able to claim everything he did was within presidential purview. Strangely enough, I think he will be able to claim that. However, if they catch and give him orders after he was president, which they probably do have it, that stuff, evidence of that, he could be toast, right? I hope Clapper and Brennan and Comey, I think they're all if they're not toast, their MAGA's going to fall apart. right? Frankly, right? MAGA is going to fall apart, but and then the other big story is the Epstein list, which is not a big story at all. It's clearly there to detract from what's again from the Obama coup, which is being like moving to the DOJ, which is a big deal. Like Trump's definitely on the Epstein list. Well, I mean, like the last thing they brought out was at his 1993 wedding, Epstein was there. Right, and he was like, it's one of the hottest tickets in town, and he was like a little influence fucker. He was everywhere, right? That's hardly conclusive. And the story goes that, like, by the early 2000s, Trump got wind of what he was doing, and he had a big blowout with him, right? And told him to fuck off and not come back again. I don't know, but for some reason, the Democrats. Well, no, we all know the Epstein files are never going to be released. Right? It's like, I don't know what's in them, but, it's like looking in the face of Judge Fear. When you do that, it's like, what? Gaze in the face of fear, right? And it's like, whatever it is, anybody looks at him and goes, holy fuck. We can't let anybody know this ever. Ever. Right, and so the Democrats know they're never going to release it, and the Republicans know everybody knows it's not. So the Democrats are going to hammer them as much as they like, but I don't think it's going to work. And listen, if you're using corporate media as your attack dog, I think you're just done. Right, your demographic is aging out. Frankly, at that point, although I did find this in it. Yeah, so this really all got started with Steve Colbert being fired and his show being cancelled. Because again, it was the end. It was really the fall of Rome. This was the sign that it was over, totally over. So when you see how close Steve Colbert was with the evil incestuous cabal between the entertainment and the news media and the intelligence services. Claire Danes, who used to be in the show's Homeland, started talking about that on Steve Colbert, right? And now this clip's doing the rounds. Where you can see, where you see her shut her up the minute she gets onto that. Here, 1 second.
Viral this week in the wake of the Colbert.
Yeah. Okay, so Megyn Kelly, thank you very much, Megyn Kelly. Right, I don't want to detract from you, but I do just want to get to the clip. And please, everybody subscribe to Megyn Kelly. She's very good.
So now, one of the things that you do you do this every season where you go get to spend some time with some actual spies?
We do. It's like the coolest part of my job. Spy camp for us producers and writers. And
really?
Yeah.
Is it like, you know?
So we park ourselves in a club in Georgetown and talk to, like, real spooks. And, people in the intelligence community and the State Department and journalists and people who really...
What do they tell you that, like, what's the most surprising thing that...
And journalists.
They've told you about their jobs or something you wouldn't even know.
Well, every year it's different,
You did not want to hear
We've had
that.
it for a while, and the climate has changed. But this year it was all about, the distrust between the administration and the intelligence world, and the intelligence community was suddenly kind of allying itself with journalists, which usually they're not.
How long ago did you start shooting this season?
You see that? Christ, how he... There's a quick change on it, don't say it, Oh, man. I just made it to a Reddit, apparently. Let's see if I can get that link. Hang on. Man, it's always awesome when people when you make it to Reddit. When people talking about it. There we go. So we can get up to that link. No, it's that top chat. I want all chat. Live chat. I want it live, baby. I want it. Oh, man, it doesn't let me. How am I going to get that? 1 second. Yeah, let me try and work this out. Unless, 1 sec, if I do this. And can I wind this back? I'll wind this back to the beginning. The chat should wind back as well. No. Oh, got it. Well, hang on. Fine. Let me just see if I can type it out. Give me a second here. So we're going to do here. www.reddit.com/ KRSALTIER than, was it KRAYT slash comments, okay, slash 1M70W. This is not me clearing my spy code, right? Who underscore TF is hating on Eccleston. I have seen no one. Well, that must be it then. If you've seen no one, must be no one then. I have seen, like, literally in the video, I read it out. No one. Fine. Oh, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Let's see if that worked. Oh, that was it. Really? You can always tell when you hit target. And it's not really there's any like, you know, it's not like it was even talking about it. That's it. Nicholson, woke actor. Grifter tries to use his hate of Rossi Davis as some anti-woke thing. No. Why do you go like? Why do you more just watch the video? I read out the articles from Screen Rant where this guy was just hating on the Eccleston era. You fuckwit moron, right? You're just a fuckwit moron. See, what don't they like is the joke, because the joke is 100% right. Why are they picking on me? Right? Because you're white, straight, and working class. Pretty much everything that the Shooty era hated. Yes, actually, it is. That's what you don't fucking like. Oh man, shall we have a quick look at what Comic Con's looking like this year? Somewhat pathetic, right? Or was it this one? Sneak peek at the DC booth. Well, okay then. I mean, I guess it's going to look better when it's set up, but that actually looks quite cool. That was it. That was my sneak peek. Really? I would like really. Danny Dyer, we'll get to that. South Park. Yeah, man, this was just sad. It really was just sad. Because it was just, okay, I forgot something about South Park. Because they depicted Trump as basically the same as Saddam Hussein. And he's sleeping with Satan. He's naked a lot of time. He's fat and got a small dick. Right? And it just seems like most country likes him. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's over. And they were like lamenting the death of woke, right? Woke is dead. At least they understand it. That looks good. When does this come out? I want to see. I can't see a movie until not this next week after, because as of Saturday night, I'm not allowed to eat meat or drink wine for that whole week because we're in a state of annual Jewish mourning until the Messiah doth come. And then this week I'm on Saturday, Sunday, but next week Saturday night is when this fast starts, 25 hours, and then Sunday I'll be jiggered. So I'm not on Saturday, Sunday, not this week, next week. And then after that, you can go and see movies again. Right? I don't want to see movies during these 3 weeks. But I do want to see The Naked Gun. Right? I think that might be my next trip to the cinema. When does that come out? What's this? I have no idea what that is. The Rookie Rewards Lab. What's this? I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no interest in Dexter Resurrection. I think Dexter just got like dragged on and on and on and on and on. Basically after its fourth or fifth season, it was like enough already. Like this, I want to see, man. In fact, there's a 5-minute preview of that I want to see before this starts. I'm really psyched for this show. I hope it's good. Right, I do hope it's a King of the Hill. Daryl Dixon, is that a new spin-off? Again, I'm just out of The Walking Dead completely. I have no idea what that is. Okay, that doesn't really look like much. I mean, it's the outside of San Diego, I guess. What's this one? Yeah, okay, so that's the DC booth. That's really here. What's it? Is there a San Diego Comic Con? Do we go to San Diego Comic Con? I guess. Let's click that and then we'll see what the latest stuff is. Party that's not interested. No. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, South Park. They were. There's so much they could make fun of Trump with, like legitimately now, especially with the handling of the Epstein files, which was just atrocious, right? There's really nothing else to look at. But no, they just go on this like this weird. This is where liberals are right now. So maybe they're just making this show for liberals. I don't know. Maybe where liberals are right now, where they go, I don't understand the world anymore. Everything's changed. Woke's over. And they even in there said, look, yeah, well, woke's have got too far, but now you've gone too far the other way. No. No, not yet. Again, I don't know what's doing. So San Diego looks pretty much like nothing's happening there. I guess we'll there'll be news on Saturday night, right? That will probably, that's going to be my my thumbnail. And then by the way, on Sunday I'm going out early. My niece had a baby boy, right? Oh, I saw these really cool scans. I'm expecting, but I'm not expecting. My daughter-in-law's expecting, right? Twins, and what's the word? What's the scan they do? The ultrasound. They do crazy. It's crazy how detailed this stuff is. Like in my day, it was like a bit of a blob. You get to try and work it out. Right now, it's like you can see what the thing's face looks like. Now, lucky for that kid, there are strong genes in the Lebetkin family. Like if you look at a picture of me, my dad, my granddad, we've all got the same basic profile. Right, especially that lip, top lip. It's all very unique. These kids got that genetic marker. Let me tell you, good for them. Oh, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. No. Oh, with that we should really get to the chat. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne. Man, it's been a rough few days. Oh, really? That one actually hurts. I like Hulk Hogan. There you go. Verada, can you cheer us up, darling? I know we got epically low ratings that ended up being cancelled, but Doctor Who said, Doctor Who magazine, we were a great success. That is true. And she looks a bit high in this, but it doesn't really matter. I had so much trouble getting this animated, right? It kept saying it was a not safe for work picture. I went through many different versions of this one, right? So yeah, finally, do you have the original one? Let's see if I can find it. Hang on, I'm sure I do. We got that one. Yeah, I did like a bunch of different versions of these. Hang on, doink. What's this one? I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Doink. What's that one? Is that there? That one nothing to do with it. Anyway, here, where is it? This was what the original version of this thumbnail was going to be. Hang on. Share screen. Wait there. So this is going to be the underpin. But they said it was a not safe for work picture. Actually, no, I photoshopped it a bit. No, that wasn't it. So it's a not safe for work picture. I'm like, really? So then I tried this one. They said no to that one as well. I was like, really? And then that one they said no to. I was like, what the hell's going on? And I thought, oh, wait a minute. Zoom in a little bit. Get rid of the cooch and you could be in luck, right? That's where I think the problem was. But anyway, so yes, after a lot of work, right? A lot of work. Finally, we got to this thumbnail. So, I suffer for my art, for you people. I do. Where are we up to? So Odin playing Arkham Asylum. I should really play that. It's like a cinematic experience. I should really give that a go. I got a PS4. They should work on that. Mark Hamill and Kevin Conrad, perfect Batman and Joker. Listen, I never was really that enamored with Mark Hamill's Joker, and Mark Hamill's like nails a fucking chalkboard to me. All right, I was like, oh, shut up, Mark. All right, really, that's what I am with my just Mark. Shut up. Oh. The Bonkers spin Cope and see at the failure of queer Doctor Who. Yes, we will be covering that tonight. We're up to Darren everything doing Darren. Oh, I did. I think I quoted, said hello to you, and attributed all the above quotes to you. R.B. Hogan. That's so sad, man. I remember when he had a TV show, like a reality show, and he was in North Miami Beach. And he wanted to have a barbecue. So he went to the local kosher store, which was actually our kosher store. What was it called again? Like Kosher Land, I think. And he said, yeah, this is going to be good. The food's going to be extra good. Do you know why? We're going to get it all kosher. He's like, what? Yeah, everything's going to be kosher. It's going to be extra clean. I was like, okay, then. And so he goes, and it's like a real store. Like, I know that store. And they're like, interviewing, a little Jewish man about kosher food, which reminds me, I never showed you this. This is really bizarre. Let me find this. Hang on. Where was it? This is from. I've had this for a while. Tasmanship is no. Maybe it's before this. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Dying. One of my earlier things.
Do one thing. Yeah. That's wanting to know. I don't really know.
Okay, this is clearly a very, very, very Jewish man, right? And somebody who isn't Jewish at all. And this must be Sabbath or a Jewish holiday.
What's your favorite food? Like a Jewish tradition food?
Oh, he's asking good. He likes this topic.
Very good question.
Yeah.
So the thing is like this. We have every 7th day, it's called Shabbat. Saturday.
Yeah.
Then we have a food, it's called chulent.
Chulent.
Yeah, I actually like this too.
It's the best.
Okay.
But you have to know how to make it.
All right. What is it, like a meat? Like...
combination of meat, potatoes, beans.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very good.
All right. Today, I see everyone in families.
Yeah,
everyone with their families.
We have a holiday. We have a special holiday.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Flowers. Was it not for flowers? No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holiday of flowers.
Oh, this was recently, Shavuot. That's about a month or two ago. End of June.
Okay. All right, then. That's all I want to know.
Okay. So just one thing reminded me of the other. What can I tell you? Trump saved Star Trek. No, really. I think that's actually happening. Right? I think that's actually happening. Darren M is here, as is Mr. Matt. Says good hello and good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to you, sir. Archie Collin is here. Doing Archie Collin, thank you for joining us. And David Robbins here. And who else we got? Saying hello to lovely people. Martless Earth. How you doing, Martless Earth? Thank you for joining us. Was it those who did a bit about the guy who showed up, showed the people concerned, the male was, shall we say, not exactly white. Probably. So I'm really into the Lotus Eaters now. And I don't agree with them on everything. But man, intelligent conversation and debate. And like commentary on the crumbling reality of that is Britain, right? They can blame you, moron, says Archie Collin, because they know that if no race is mentioned, that the suspect is not white male. Yeah, that's very true, actually, isn't it? All right. So Stephen Braddock is here. Doing Stephen Braddock said about Hulk Hogan. It really is. Oh man, all the great ones. Well, I can't really say go young, right? Looks like Greta with a perm. How dare you? Mr. Matt, you don't have to apologize for your generation, sir. You are, what can you do? You are a throwback to a more civilized age. What can I tell you? That is good news. And also, considering how much smart you are than all those around you, you should be able to eat them up for dinner. If you so want. Molecular Arts is here. How you doing, Molecular Arts? Molecular Arts says, yo. I say yo back, sir. Kathleen Fee is here. Happy Thursday, Kathleen Fee. Pals AI Radio is here. Did I miss much? Oh, you don't even know, mate. You don't even know. It got crazy. There was blood in the streets. But, you know, everything's okay now. P.D. Richards here. It's the same responses about Aussie. Something was it said, and it was really smart. Maybe I saw it on X. That like thrash metal people are really good people, like cosplaying as bad guys, and hippies are bad guys cosplaying as good people. I'm like, that's pretty true. Most of the time, that's pretty true. Kathleen, twin grandchildren, double the trouble. Oh yes. And there's an Israeli. I'm not sure if they're going to do this. But there is an Israeli tradition or a Jewish tradition that after you have a kid, especially your first kids, especially if they're twins, you move in with your parents for a few weeks. But it's normally like the mother's mother, right? But like they don't have any space, and we got like a big house. So like we say, everybody just come here. Yeah, it's like we'll stay here, but you can all come here. One of my longest friends grew up at the same military base as Carl Benjamin from the Lotus Eaters, says P.D. Rich. Well, he's a smart guy, right? I do like Carl, but again, I understand his not understanding why there's all this support for Israel, right? And I don't really understand it either. My pitch would be like this, though. About why it's an America first thing to support Israel, and it's not just having a very friendly base here in the center of the Middle East, which is a very strategic place for it to be. But it's more than that. I think if you look through history, if any nation, especially a world power that is good to the Jews, that nation or world power prospers. Look at Spain. Right, Spain was an incredible home for Jews for about 300-400 years, and they prosper. Right, and I think this just the same is always true. If you're good for the Jews, it works out good for you. And I know it's bizarre, but I think if you look through history, that countries like go to shit when they kick the Jews out. Right. Yeah, I think that's fair. What do we have to look at? Hang on, I had a bunch of stuff lined up. Oh, we got to do that thing. Trump saves Star Trek. That's a big one. Is there anything on Bleeding Court to worry about? I don't think so. Oh, there's a movie trailer with Keanu Reeves that look pretty good. We saw the Predator trailer. San Diego. Okay, nothing there. Oh, that we got to look at, and this we got to look at, and this we got to look at. Fine. Doing say night to I was gonna say Yaz, Belinda, right? Oh, that's a good place to start, right? Now we're not gonna watch the full thing because it's 20 minutes, but she did a bit of a promotion thing on MTV, and look, Farada Sithu, again, big terror supporter. I can't, that was expected. Very easy on the eye, right? Very easy on the eye. Check this out.
It's a brown girl who's leading. You want to be told that you're hot.
Oh my gosh, so real.
Okay. I can't remember who it is. There's a bloke who got really upset because I said I put a highly sexualized, rather see-through on my thumbnail. I mean, it says who clearly enjoys being considered hot, right? Clearly considers being hot, likes being considered hot.
Sometimes you got to use it too.
Sometimes you got to do it. Reparations.
Agreed.
Yeah, no reparations. Aiming in.
Okay, Radha, for anyone who might not know you, tell us a bit about yourself.
I am of Kerala heritage. I was born and raised in Kerala.
I know where Kerala is, baby. But I just know you're easy in the eye. I mean, she is very, very hot.
Until I was 6, so not actually raised that long. Okay, we settled in Durham and then Newcastle. I'm an actor. This is where I've landed.
Let's take it back to the start first. So, Kerala, when...
Yeah, identity. Oh, stop with identity.
So I specifically like racism, I didn't experience that when I was little, but then it's kind of as you get older, you get the sense that like, oh, I'm not seen as the same.
Right.
And
yeah, no, you're unique and individual. It's different being black as it is being white. Nobody denies there are differences, right? Mr. Matt was an animated in this. Really? If that's what you want, I'll try and work that out. I'm just trying to work out how we can possibly sexualize her. They always covered her from head to toe. I know. We'll have to work like that. Looks like a unique studio, right? What are you talking about? I forgot already.
Also, I'm also being told.
Oh, yeah. Fine. Yeah, I didn't experience racism, but I'm told it's everywhere, right? So it must be. I just don't see it. No one doesn't like you because your skin color. People might not like you because you're a cunt, but that's because you're a cunt. I don't know if you're a cunt, but like, don't be a cunt, and then don't go, oh, they're racist. No. And again, who's telling you this? Like, there was nobody mad that there was a black woman in Star Wars. What they were mad about is she was a shit character that took over the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, right? Which we wanted about Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi, and Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi as a secondary character, a shit woman whose sole characteristic was a black woman, right? That was it. That was her entire character. There was nothing going on with her whatsoever, right? Oh, man. But no, again, that was because of people complain because of bad writing, not because of skin color.
Like my parents, to not see them as the same.
Right.
And I think there's a period where you other yourself.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're like, no, actually, it's the rebellious side. I want to move away from my Indian heritage. And then you do everything you can to suppress that side. And
but the thing is, it's fine that you're different. Nobody's a problem with you being different, right? It's like, especially if there's especially if you're in a society where there isn't tons of racism. Who was it just pointed out? Said quite correctly. There is racism in Britain only against the English. That's so true. I 100%. I believe that to be the case, right? There doesn't need to be racism anywhere. Dr. Alex is there. Dr. Alex. Thank you for joining us.
100%. No, that's not me. I'm so British. Should be said.
Let's talk about your career. You are doing so fantastically, but I want to take it back.
Honestly, she is doing well, and she deserves to do well. She was 100% the best thing in the season of Doctor Who, and and she was actually pretty good in Andor as well. She's got a good range in her. She has good acting ability. I'll say Millie Gibson, right? They're able to convince me that they were the people they were pretending to be, right?
Back to the start. What was it like, pursuing acting in your household? Were your parents supportive, a bit skeptical? Amazing, you want this, now you go get it. Almost like, did they put any typical South Asian mentality, values, lessons?
So anything about not about
I can't imagine what it's like being you.
Yeah, it's incredible. It feels like everything, like all of the sacrifices or all the stress or all the challenges that I've had to work through are all worth it.
Yeah, because it worked out for you. Holy crap! Really, darling?
They were all worth it.
What about Caroline Ford?
The first ever companion. And it was set up in this way that's like the first ever companion talking to the most recent one. And as I was having this conversation with her, like the history of 60 years just came crashing down on me.
Wow.
And the gravity.
And then the week later, I was fired. And completely gone from completely gone from the history of Doctor Who. Archicon says modern Britain is rife with racism, sexism, and sexual orientations and classism, especially against white, straight, working class men. Exactly. That's really the people under attack.
Of
what you were going to embark
being,
on. Yeah.
But that I had been part of, because you could, to a certain extent, push it to the back of your mind that you're part of this. But like in that moment, talking to the person that did it for the first time, that for me was like it.
What's going on now?
Did you see the reaction to the final episode from the fans?
Yeah.
I did.
Everybody hated it. It was the end of Doctor Who forever. Right, not forever, I think, but for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Act your way out of this one, darling.
Thoughts? I'm going to leave this with you now.
I feel like the majority, it was just, again, so much love.
So much love.
We all hated it. She must be lying. We all hated it, darling. Like, en masse, uniform, everybody hated it.
So much love.
No, there wasn't. No. The shooting era is already forgotten.
Reactions that always make me laugh. Well, it's a bit unfair because I think the writing was beautiful. I think it was tied up in a way that was perfect.
No, it wasn't. They just changed your character completely. It was just a complete disrespect to the character you created.
I cannot think of a better way of completing that circle. But it's...
how about in a way that didn't destroy Doctor Who? I don't know! You decide, darling. You decide.
It's always like, oh, I can't believe I won't get to see Belinda. Like,
yes.
it's a frustration that comes from people loving Belinda so
100%.
much. That they're like, I can't believe I don't get more.
But you were happy. You were really happy with that final episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you must be the fucking only person, darling. Everybody else hated it.
It was so beautifully tied up.
I don't know if we're allowed to have an inside scoop here, but is it all wrapped with Doctor Who? Will we ever see you again on screen?
No, never. It's over. They cancelled the show.
There.
I would love to go back if they'll have me back, but it's all wrapped up for now.
Okay.
But the doors, I mean, I don't know.
Door's not open. It's totally closed. Totally closed. It's done forever. Oh, thank God, Lou Ferrigno's not dead. Thank you, Dr. Alex. That was, we were worried.
What Russell left it as was the door's always open.
I like the food sections in the middle.
I want to throw it back way earlier to near the start of your career. Because random side quest, you won Miss Newcastle?
Yeah.
And you were...
I can understand, right? She's bloody hot. Anything else? That's it.
He's just so iconic. Was that, do you like have a moment where you saw that Bridgerton post and you were like... Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was the first time that I...
Okay, very, very good. Not really. Not really. I mean, again, and God bless you. God bless you, Veralda. I mean, you gave it all you had and didn't do a bad job considering. I mean, honestly, if you could cut down on the anti-Semitism, I would like it. Just me for you, miss me. But you know, you do you. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be anybody who remembers. I can't remember Belinda. I keep thinking it's the name he has. In how many years? In 40, 50 years, I don't think anybody's ever going to remember you ever being part of Doctor Who. Now, the same can't be said of Sarah Jane Smith, Liz Sladen, and Harry Sullivan. So, Big Finish have brought them back in a like a 1980s set series, and frankly, it looks shite to me. I'm not investing in this one, but they put this trailer out, and it just doesn't do the trick. I'm afraid, just doesn't do the trick. I mean, nice idea. It's like a VHS case. Yeah, again, this show is like very early 80s, it feels, right? It doesn't, it's a bit too much. It's about people who clearly were not in the era, right? Surrounded by people who were in the era. She's not going to get a figure until 5 years, so she's not going to figure at all. And 3D print it. Now, if you don't know, in London in the 80s and 90s, if you went to a public telephone box in London, central London, it was full of prostitute cars. I used to love them. Right? They always fascinated me. I don't think they're going to have it in this trailer, but that's what you'll find in these phone boxes. That's Sadie Miller, or is that Liz Sladen? That's Liz Sladen, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not Chris. So I don't like them doing that. Right? I'd rather them cosplay them as a character. And they really did excellent cosplay with Liz Sladen, with Sadie Miller recently. And they here, one second, so I can find it. Sadie Miller, Doctor Who cosplay. And then the stuff here was really impressive because it was hard to tell that it wasn't Sarah Jane. Where are they? Sadie Miller. No. Yeah, but they just had it on the other page. Hang on. Radio Times. Yeah, I remember that here. It was in the Radio Times. Share screen. Doink. Yeah, that's Sadie Miller. That's not Liz Sladen. And I like that. I mean, they should have gone for something like that. But here, any more pictures? Oh, wow, it's on Instagram. Hang on. Let's have a look. Yeah, again, I think they could credibly cosplay her as a doctor. But here, how do we get to her? We're going to go back to, again, yeah. Right. Yeah, that works. Oh, God, can you stop everything being about drag all the time? Yeah, that works. So I think that's the way they should have gone with this cover, which was I don't think it's wrong having her, like literally having Liz Sladen, right, rather than having who I like the way they did with Tim Trelaw originally, where they like had the Third Doctor in silhouette. That was nice, right? Yeah, I can't find it. Fine. Back to this. I mean, putting Annette Badland in it as well as also, I like, great actress, but like, man, she's in enough, right? Porn cars, well, basically. This thing just, I like everything I've seen about it makes me not want to go anywhere near it at all. Right, it just really. I don't think I would want to see it if it was on TV. I expect they really care about the product. I'd like to know if the rabbi is being paid for doing their work. They should. Big Finish try harder. They really try. I don't know, but I am in the near future going to do Big Finish over the last 10 years because I think that's really worth going over because they've been shit. Like, I got 2 releases right now, and I'm struggling to get through them. Yeah, not so much, mate. Not so much. I don't know. It just seems like a bad idea to me, right? Generally speaking, it just seems like a bad idea to me. Much like current era Doctor Who. Doink. So yeah, let's look at this nonsense as they try and spin this absolute and complete crushing failure into any form of, and it was an absolute and complete crushing failure. Oh, from start, and it's not to say it was devoid of merit. That's not true at all. Right? I think the design work was excellent. I think the special effects. Look, season 2, Queer Doctor Who season 2 was qualitatively better than season 1 in pretty much every way. Right? It was still shit. Right? But it was better than season 1. It's still nothing like Doctor Who. And hated the average viewer, right? But it wasn't Doctor Who. But still, I like the design work on the robots. I thought I think Verana's great. I really do. I think she's very good as a companion. Now that dust has settled, and the events of the 15th Doctor's second series, Michael Smith, whoever that is, takes a look back at the first 3 episodes. But listen, he must have writing ability like Shakespeare if he's going to be like, say, oh, this wasn't shit. Because again, it really failed, right? In so many ways, it really failed. And it even failed to answer the paradox that's set up in episode 1. What's this called? I can't remember what it was called. What's this episode? Robot Revolution, right? Quite properly, new Queen Miss Belinda Chandra. I've lost my space. Is at the heart of this episode, as well, not really. As soon as she's introduced, she's given us a certificate that says her star has been named after, owing to the vagaries of a time fracture and a sort of swoop. This paradox results in the planet Miss Belinda Chandra 1, home to Miss Belinda Chandra kind, ruled by Miss Belinda Chandra robots. Now she's compelled to marry the great AI generator. Okay. And again, lots of existential angst that AI is going to replace it. Yes, AI is going to replace you. You know why? Because you're shit. And that's that's why you fail, because this was shit. There's a cheeky quality to all this when ill-fated people representative Sasha 55 becomes welcomes Belinda and tells her that the robots are unleashing Miss Belinda Chandra bombs on the rebels rioting in the North Zone. There's a concretized sounds of screams in the distance. It's sort of funny. In short, this is a funny episode that kicks things off with the promise of more sober further down the line. Yeah, again, but if you could have got rid of the relentlessly annoying shooting Gatner as a Doctor, right, and B, the hatred of white men, right, which this is full of, this might have been a fun little story, but there still really wasn't enough substance to it at all, right? I mean, like, I believe, look, Doctor Who, I feel, are morality tales. The morality tale here is don't be an evil white person, because white people are evil, right? Yeah, no, I'm not really following you on I don't share that morality, right? I find that racist. Unleashing this one, and also enjoy a funny episode that kick things off with the promise of something more sober down the line. The casual sequence of events, the exact path the certificate would take to be in 2 places at once, facilitating the source, but never explained, right? Never resolved. And the details of who told the Doctor to find Belinda in the first place, I forgot about that. But a moot point for now. The idea is to re-establish the basics for any new viewer. They meet a companion. They realize quite how outlandish Doctor Who can be. And again, I like Doctor Who being outlandish. Like, I've been watching a lot of classic recently. And it is, each story is a bizarre, self-contained world in of itself. And just lots of really weird, bonkers sci-fi stories. Right? And they are. I mean, like Visitation, that's a weird, bonkers sci-fi story. You know, which I like a lot. The solid production with the red and green ambience of this world is epitomized by the little robot Hoover that whizzes around announcing polish, polish. Well, it's kind of like that with the robot from Waters of Mars, the vastly superior Waters of Mars. It's as if it's totally unashamed introduction as a plot device earned from the beautiful how beautiful it looks. Like a foot in the 1950s vacuum cleaner retooled as a miniature. Yeah, no, it looked good. Right. Likewise, the villain space who is revealed to be behind the cover card of the AI generator is just the right combination of body horror and retro chic. Look good, but like again, it was like white men are bad, incel bad. Fuck you. Oh. Yeah, that's the other thing. The takeaway I got from the super cringe episode of South Park was, how much they don't understand who people aren't like them are like. All right, it's so bizarre. Like again, that Russell Davis feels this is a relevant commentary on the world rather than an expression of his own existential angst. Is shows you in itself how great his existential angst is. That is stylized featuring. I mean, I'm always one of the reasons I like listening to Dan's channel because he has a broad spectrum of opinions, and I like opinions that don't match my own. Right? That I'm always fascinated to hear another. I like Luke. God bless him. Right? I really do. I like Hooligans. I think he's getting success. He deserves success. But his opinions just like blow my mind. Like, how does he think that? Lucky Day was good. Or like how any of this was. I don't know. I mean, I like shit as well for nostalgic reasons, but I don't know. I just don't feel that Monkey is really shit in the same way that Orphan 55 is shit. Right? I don't know. I should get understand it. The fact that this stylized futurist is stupid is a work because I'm called Alan. A fine name, don't write in. Perhaps not we immediately associate with supervillains. Additionally, the sense that we're meant to have fun with this. Okay, sure, the danger of letting technology run our lives and the poisonous qualities of toxic masculinity. There is no toxic fucking masculinity. There's toxic femininity. There's like for goodness sake. No, being a normal human male isn't toxic. Hey, toxic masculinity are timely themes. No, they're not. I'm sorry, they're timely themes that you're fucking insane. I think there's Nazis coming out the woodwork because the things didn't work out the way you wanted, and everybody's a Nazi. Oh, me. No, don't deport illegal. No, I'll give them $100, $1,000 hotel rooms. Oh, they need help. We're so terrible. But we shouldn't let them get in the way of overwhelming the possibility of traveling with the doctor. They did overwhelm it, I'm afraid. Robert Revolution brings the Doctor in a comforting way. Not really. Again, better than Space Babies. However, heightened the reality of the episode. It feels like it could have it feels like part of this world has gone before. The robots could easily have been a hybrid from the technology from dinosaurs on the spaceship. The emoji boxes spark. Yeah, it's boring. Macho Manny is a type busy putting in well I don't even remember Macho Manny. He was like Pex from Paradise Tales. I can't remember. I have no idea what they're talking about. The climax where the Doctor runs in slow motion, slave Linda from a full sort of. Do you remember any of this? I don't. It was reminiscent of the Time Monster. Yes, it's reheated leftovers. Yes, that's exactly what this is. Reheated leftovers. All right. Like in search of a story. Last season, I think new and distinct from week to week, but this episode promised more of the same. From the exuberance we see here to the absolute terror, all under the watchful eye of Mrs. Flood, who it turns out is a platonic ideal of a next door neighbor. What? Okay, if there's one thing that's going to be the ruffle feathers, it's not going to be the tone of the episode. It's the cat. Oh yeah, it's horrible. Never mind Saturn 55 and the countless victims of the revolution, which the Doctor killed because he's useless. There's a poor creature, not even given a name, presumably because that would have made it seem even crueler. Even crueler still. If you want people to know what you're dealing with, the most monstrous and irredeemable evil, that's the way to do it. I guess it just seemed like a bad idea. Oh, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I look, good for you. What's his name again? Who wrote this? Matt and Michael Smith. That like you actually leaned into massive negatives, right? And tried to spin as positives, but bad. Yet none of this was true, right? So Verona, how do you think the season finale went? Everyone hated it. Everyone hated it. They built effigies of me and burned it. Everybody had fine. Oh, we think it went well. No. Oh, no, the dust has settled. Yeah, dust is a 6 feet fucking under. That's how far the dust has fucking settled. Again, it's telling that I don't remember a damn thing from that episode. And this one was, it's embarrassing. Oh, no. White people used to be way more racist than they are now. White people used to be like black people are now. Super racist. That was bad, but only because they're racist against black people. Being racist against white people, that's fine, right? Oh, that's fan-dabby double fucking dozy. And it's the only reason it's set in Miami in the 1950s or wherever it is, right? Is so they can address this. It's the only reason. And don't get me wrong, I like the costumes. This is actually one of the best costumes of the season. And you can tell though the idea falls apart. It's a one-note idea because I had to insert the fans of Doom over here. Like, oh god, they should do a podcast as these characters. Oh, everybody, it's just awful. It's just awful. And Alan Cummings, what was that? Let me see if I can find that Alan Cummings little video he put out recently. Like, it was so cringe. It was like super cringe. Alan Cummings. We'll do media, see if it comes up. About how wonderful trans people are like. Is this it? Yeah, God. Is this it? Oh, God. This okay. When you see this, this is the biggest cringe you could imagine. Oh my God. Yeah. This is cringe off the scale. And I think this is what we got to look forward to now. And in our complete and total victory in the culture war, which is what's happened, right? Their only response is cringe upon cringe. Oh, so embarrassing. It really is. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant and wise villain of this episode, Alan Cummings.
I only pretend, but I happen to believe that there are actual superheroes in real life who walk among us. And these superheroes are called trans people.
You're fucking insane. You're fucking insane. These are... well, I incensed Archie Collins. Sorry, did you just mention Monkey in the same hour as the Oprah directed for? I don't know. The Orphan Drekkie 4. Yeah, I know. I like Monkey. Let's be fair. Metrosex says, I prefer Space Babies from that Fox pilot with CGI characters and various. I've never seen that. I gotta try and find that. Matthew Pounders, they didn't know. Hey, what the fuck is talking about? How are narcissistic bullies in any way heroes? Like, again, I'm sorry, I don't think women have penises. Why were you having this fucking conversation? Right? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? How did this come up? If you think women have penises, good for you. I think your penis is good for you. I think you're bonkers. Right? But okay, you're allowed to be bonkers. Woo! We're all crazy too! Woo!
Because just like superheroes, trans people are born with something special and magical about them.
Yeah, they're fucking insane.
And they often have to hide what's special and magical about them from other people. Like superheroes, they grow up in a society that doesn't understand them, that make...
Again, no, stop telling me I don't understand it because I don't subscribe to your bonkers fucking religion that says men and women are interchangeable. They're not. They're not. Again, stop. Like that. You want to believe it, it's fine. Stop telling me your religion
makes them the other and often hates them. Like superheroes.
We don't hate you. We just don't believe. You know, the same way you don't think Moses, was at Mount Sinai and handed down the Bible from God, which is fine. You don't think that. I do, right? Don't be mad at me. Like I don't subscribe to your point of view. Is he doing a show in pajamas? Darling, that's in well dressed, I think.
Trans people just want the world to be a safer place, and they believe we should protect.
Yeah, and just safer place for them to fuck children over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Trans advocates arrested for paedophilia over and over again. Now, I'm not saying, obviously, I'm not saying that all trans people are paedophilia. Absolutely not. Trans people are just normal people. I would have thought. However, pedophiles are almost universally using the cloak of trans acceptance to get close to kids, right? There's no reason to do a drag queen story hour, right? And that you ignore the clear and present danger discredits you completely, unfortunately.
Protect each other and live our lives in peace.
Just shut up. Just shut up, and then we can all live in peace, right? Just shut up. That's all you got to do. Stop screaming. Stop being a drama queen.
Superheroes, evil billionaires want to get rid of trans people for no reason whatsoever.
We just don't think they exist. And we don't want to get rid of you. We just want you to stop dictating that we all got to pretend that we share your religion, your non-theistic religion. Right? We can coexist. You just don't want to coexist. You want to destroy us completely. All right, and we said no, and now you're laying on the ground and having a fucking tantrum. There's no oppression coming for you other than you're not allowed to dictate other people's beliefs.
And just like superheroes, trans people are not new. They've been around forever, and they're not going anywhere, no matter how much this administration tries to make you fear them.
I'm not scared of you, right? I'm not scared. I'm just saying... there's no need to enact your weirdo religion with other people's children. That's it. Leave the kids alone, and whatever you do in private is your own. What thing adults do in private is your own issue. That's really it. Don't hurt each other, but that's basically it, right? Trans people are not superheroes, and you're a fucked up weirdo, mate. And you fit so perfectly into the shooting gap with Doctor Who. Your shooting gap will fit quite perfectly into you.
There is no evidence that trans people are a threat to women. There is, however...
No, wait a minute. Other than the open hatred of women, right? Other than treating women's face as if it's like you could just put some makeup on and suddenly, I have a vagina. No, again, there is overwhelming evidence that when you put people who claim to be trans in a closed space with women get abused. Have you heard of the California prison system where they force people, anybody who says they're a trans woman goes to a women's prison, weirdly, their cellmates get pregnant. It's a miracle because they're both women, obviously. So what's really happening is this. So you might say, they found love because trans people are so beautiful. No, that's not happening. They're being raped over and over and over again. It's like, yeah, they are a massive danger. Fucking weirdo.
Ample evidence that the President of the United States publicly brags about barging into beauty pageant dressing rooms and grabbing women by their p***s. Wake up, America!
Dude. It's 2025. It's not 2016. You gotta get over it, right? You've got to get over it. Now, somebody I know who's quite good at getting things over. Maybe it's just his leg over, but oftentimes he gets everything over. Here goes Dan Hadley, king of the geeks, Birmingham's king of the geeks. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, mate. Yeah, I made it through in the end, just in time. Somewhat pulled and pushed about. Not in a good way either. Good to be back.
Good to see you. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good. I'll be frank. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I came when I logged in. I saw Alan coming on screen, which is it's the bad times never stop.
Well, because I was about to read this, but I push it off. This Doctor Who magazine desperately trying to spin this series as being anything other than a total, complete disaster.
Creatively or ratings wise?
No, I mean, like, ultimately, like, the monster was very good. Sorry, you missed something. Season 2 qualitatively better in every way than season 1. Right? There's a lot of the design, everything, but like every episode was fatally flawed by terrible writing. Weirdly enough, Star Trek this week, right? The Strange New Worlds. Very mild spoilers, right? Not those spoilers, but
I've forgotten by the time I watch it anyway.
Exactly. It wasn't the script that was a problem. I mean, the script wasn't great, and I basically had it really two ideas in it that they should have made into two different episodes, right? But it was everything else that destroyed it. You had this woman was cast as the main villain, who was literally the most atrocious actress I've ever seen ever. I was what's going on? And she was like, stood weird. It was everything about this was weird.
Well, what was Iraq like? Was that
you couldn't tell? You couldn't tell. And she was a Klingon. So I mean, that's like a cardinal sin. If there's no boob window and it's a Klingon, you've done something terrible. But she looked like. That she had some kind of developmental issue, right? And then you had
development, as in development, or
nothing positive. Then you had number one. What was her name? Rebecca Ray got a new haircut, and it looks like she's got a pudding on her head. Like, you're like, what the fuck? What was going on? They did have a man on the bridge crew this week, not another chick. And amazingly, they had Lieutenant Lesbian Latinx, whatever her name is.
Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about,
I know
right?
exactly what you mean.
She was quite prominent in this episode, and she was actually very good. So it was just like, I don't understand. This could have been a good episode.
In real life, she's very happily married to this guy, and they've got a kid.
No, he's dead. He died recently.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not so happily married.
Well, look, I mean, again, look, in today's world, you can't be straight. You know, she's playing a gay woman, like whatever it is. Why is Lieutenant Lesbian still alive? Peter Richards. I don't know. Have you seen this season of Star Trek?
No.
Okay.
You know, I do like Strange New Worlds, but I have to say that after the second season, which I think I enjoyed a little bit more than you did, I've still had to sort of take it down a list in my table of priorities.
The first season is demonstrably better so far than the second season, right? It's not nowhere near as good as the first season, right? But they got the male-female balance much better. It's much less woke, right? Which actually should lead into this story. Yeah, right. We'll return to Doctor Who on Saturday night. Well, where is this story then?
Keep a plate spinning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not coming back. Where is it? Yeah, this story. Look, Donald Trump saves Star Trek, Paramount, CBS, because they really want this merger to go through. So, did you hear about South Park?
I'm always hearing things about South Park, and for the most part, I tend to discount them because not only is it a show that's past
I've
its
been
best,
watching it since it started, and normally I think very very highly of South Park. Right, they're very good at having a sardonic finger on the pulse of society. Right, and I don't agree with 100%, but I think that's really their superpower.
I'm always hearing rumors that various episodes are disappearing from streaming, and this.
Oh yeah, no, they that absolutely happened. So anyway, they just signed a deal with Paramount of $1.5 billion, right, to do 5 years, 300 million a year essentially, right,
Wow.
for 5 years. Not a bad day's work. I think they did. I mean, they just made it off them too much money. They couldn't say no, right? So this episode was this. I wouldn't even call it a bizarre anti-Trump episode. This is the. It's worth watching because it gives you the world view of somebody who's woke, how they view the world right now, and it's insane, right? It's they're depressed that woke is dead. And that that everybody's changing, right? Remember PC Principal? It was like super PC Principal of the school.
Yes.
So now everything's changed, and he's now super Christian, right? He's power Christian Principal, right? And in the episode they say, yeah, look, we realized we were on the losing side, and we had to change. That's why we became and it's just like depressed. And then they show Trump. And remember how they used to show was it Hussein? What's his name from Iraq? Saddam Hussein, from the 90s movie. It's exactly the same. Trump is portrayed like with a picture head of Trump, and he's like fat with a small dick. That's like their. But there's so much they can take the piss out of. This is just like a. You know, this is an expression of existential angst. Angst that like. This is a primal scream, which this episode was, and I think they do their finger on the cultural zeitgeist, but like on a very shrinking part of the world. But anyway, so this went through just before this story happened. And apparently, I think the story is there's lots of for this merger to go through between so J.J. Abrams can buy Paramount. I think there's going to be an assistance of anti-DEI policies throughout, right? Which will mean the end of woke Star Trek. And also the word on the street is that J.J. Abrams hates Kurtzman and Kurtzman's Star Trek. So my question is this.
I don't think it's a coincidence because I was reading about. I'd almost forgotten about J.J. Abrams completely until today. Until I saw that his latest TV show, a HBO thing that he was doing, which I had never even heard of, starring Josh Holloway from Lost. His latest TV show had been cancelled, which was described as this traditional all-action sort of very testosterone-filled show. And then I realised
I think I heard about that.
It was called Duster, and I thought, well, this explains it. I reckon I haven't heard anything about J.J. Abrams probably since about 2019, when the whole woke thing really kicked up a gear. He just fucking vanished. Whatever money they paid him, because he was paid a huge sum from Warner's, wasn't he, to originally develop like the DC stuff.
Oh yeah,
he
paid $100 million. I remember that. And they threw everything out, right? The Ta-Nehisi Coates, Black Superman. That was supposed to come out this week. Right,
it's finally gone. So I suspect that J.J. Abrams isn't actually woke at all, and that that he went back to Star Wars simply because Kathleen Kennedy hadn't got anybody else, and then he went back to hide in his little hole until all of this was over again. And here he is. He's reappearing now. So as you say, if it looks like he's going to try and buy Paramount, did you say?
No. This yes. Sundance is in the middle of the acquisition. And it needs the White House's approval to go through, right? And this administration's policies are anti-DEI, and I think for it to go through, there's lots of DEI policies built in, which made Star Trek Discovery happen, right?
Right.
If there's going to be anti-DEI policies that are in there, then the question is Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Academy, whatever it is, that might not even see it be aired, right? If that transgresses these,
that would be so funny.
Which would be great. Anyway, with Skydance pending takeover of Paramount Global, big changes are officially coming, and Trump is taking a victory lap. See, this is the other thing. The Southport was screaming about how Trump isn't popular. His approval ratings are higher than ever. I mean, even with the Epstein stuff, which was atrociously handled, like atrociously. Did you hear that there's a criminal investigation?
I have to be honest. I have to be honest. Obviously, because it's international politics, and I've always said stuff I don't get a vote in. I've actually stepped away from looking at most of this stuff for the last 2 to 3 months, simply because I've been more concerned with what's going on in Britain.
Oh my God!
For example, I know there was some sort of fallout between Trump and Elon Musk, but I don't know what over. I don't know what happened, and the same with this stuff to do with Epstein, because as you probably know, I mean, I don't know if people do know, it's only people online, really, podcasters and people who are terminally online, that actually talk about or really care about the Jeffrey Epstein list. Nobody in the real world ever talks about it. It's like nothing. I'm not saying it's not important, obviously, but
you know what it is.
It's not the news story that.
It's the ultimate representation of elitism power, right? That they could have an island for raping children and get away with it. Right? That's pretty bad.
But what I'm pointing to is it's something that you find is talked about on YouTube and on X,
but not in the real world. Nobody
on
really
a
cares.
colossal scale. I don't think it's that people don't care. I think it's just that it's not a pressing. Not only is it not a pressing matter, but it's also something that none of us can do a fucking thing about.
So you probably didn't hear the news this week on Friday. The Tulsi Gabbard, who's the director of national intelligence, is a very high up role.
Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah.
So she went on TV and says, declassifying these documents that prove Barack Obama committed treason and concocted the Russian collusion plot, along with and she named the people, and it's been referred to the DOJ. Apparently, the Clintons have both been subpoenaed to testify.
Oh
it's
my God! No, I didn't know
that's going to go at the same time. So
Barack Obama, Mr. Squeaky Clean, with the smile that everybody loves,
and they haven't banged to rights. So, he could probably get out of it by saying presidential immunity. But like they haven't banged to rights. Like they literally signed the paper. They basically, it was all based on this assessment that Russia would try to steal the election for Trump.
I remember.
Yeah, and that was all bullshit. All the assessments said, no, Russia's not interested at all. They actually favor Clinton.
Obama will get away with it, but he will probably do a Prince Andrew and retire from public life.
Well, hopefully, but I think all the people around him, like the people who ran the FBI and the CIA, I think they go to jail. But here's the question, though. Let's say there's a Barack Obama mugshot. Like, how far can this civil war go with it still being a political civil war rather than a kinetic one? That might push it over the edge. And I said, if America falls into a national conflict, Britain's not far behind. Like there is if there was a leadership that, like a military leadership that could represent the populace of Britain right now, there will be a revolution. It's like the ruling class in England. Are breathtaking. The busing in.
I know. Obviously, you still pay a lot of attention to what's going on in Britain, and you have family here, and you culturally you belong here. But I don't think I have family there anymore. I can't stress this enough. That however bad it looks in the media, living in Britain is considerably worse.
It's terrifying. I get, and the have you noticed that Keir Starmer's been very reticent on calling this far right fuggery this year? They're like really don't know what to say. They're terrified.
It's because they've realised that expression now, that phrase, has lost its power.
Yeah, because they killed it.
And the entire country is now what's the expression? A powder keg. You can feel it everywhere you go.
For a time.
people that you'd bump into and talk to. And I'm not talking about like fighting age men and all this. I'm talking about general people. Everybody from little old ladies to like teenagers was just a bit despondent. Now it's changed and people are pissed.
Yeah, I think if there was
nobody's pulling their punches anymore.
I think a military coup today and some rogue commander circled Parliament with tanks, right, and took over, and had a reasonable vision, saying, "I will stand down free elections, but this entire mess has to go." Right, they've all got to go. I think they'll get overwhelming support, and that's what you need to win a revolution.
Things are happening, but they're happening so slowly. And you've got that guy, the not chairman of Reform, who's clearly a man on the inside, trying to destroy the Reform Party from within at a time where they could have affected real change. You've got Nigel Farage getting rid of anybody who disagrees with him.
I know.
So it's all very, very scattered, but there's still time to sort of push it in the right
Farage
direction.
Still has to win. The election today, Farage wins hands down.
My concern, no, he probably would, but my concern is long term that a win for this incarnation of Reform, as led by Farage, with no Rupert Lowe and no Ben Habib, would be effectively still be a vote for the establishment, because that they are still establishment politicians, and the people that they are removing are the real firebrands, are the people who are all for nothing radical, certainly not anything violent.
It shouldn't be radical to say stop giving 4-star hotel rooms to illegal immigrants,
Exactly.
like who are disproportionately very rapey.
They wouldn't let Suella Braverman effectively defect to Reform just because of her stance on deportation.
Again, any politician that doesn't understand that they got to deport everyone is that they're
every fucker.
Yeah, like that's where we are right now. Anyway, fine. For via the Hollywood Report, Skydance Media, led by David Ellison, has confirmed a letter to the FCC that it will eliminate all diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at Paramount following the merger. The company said explicitly does not have DEI programs in place and will not establish such initiatives. So again, just on the ground level, Star Trek Strange New Worlds has not been woke this year, right? It wasn't a very good episode last week, and it was it had a lot of problems this week, but it wasn't woke. Right?
I'll take poor over poor and woke.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you entirely. So, thank you, Trump. Like this will be a thing of that. Oh God, this was so awful. Right?
Terrible.
This was so awful.
She was so gorgeous as well. That Sonequa Martin Green. My God, even she couldn't keep me watching that terrible TV show.
It was agony to watch. I did a video with Verada Sithu earlier, right? And she is gorgeous. I mean, she just gets it. Have you seen this video?
I've seen your thumbnail of her in the bikini. I thought,
oh man, that one took me forever to do. It kept saying the image was too.
These things happen, mate.
Too not safe for work.
It's a brown girl who's leading. Want to be told that you're hot?
Oh my gosh, so real. Sometimes you got to use it.
She's just very hot. I think probably not Saturday because I only got an hour. By the way, next Saturday it's a Jewish fast day, so I won't be able to be on with you. So Saturday I probably won't. But I really want to go over. There's a 5-minute preview of the new Alien show, which I'm just so excited about. That looks like it's going to be very good.
Well, my plan is, I mean, sorry, not that I want to talk shop here, but my plan is that on the Saturdays on the Facebook channel, 8:00 Saturdays, everybody. On that, I thought we'd cover that every week as a kind of umbrella theme, because I know that Chris and Gary, everybody who contributes to that show, we're all going to be all over that. So we should be able to have some fun with that, because that's what I do.
Yeah, it's great to talk about things that you actually like, right? You get that so rarely.
Did you watch what was it called? Legion, the X-Men show.
That was fantastic.
I loved it.
Yeah, Also, you should watch Fargo, which was that's much more, I would say. Noah Hall is a creative voice coming through, and he's a very interesting.
That's better than Legion.
It's more, I don't know, linear. Like each season is its own story. So the second year was definitely weaker than the first year, which put me off. And then the third year was good but weird. And then you had a Chris Rock here, which I haven't seen. But it had a good 4 or 5 seasons. But yeah, it's really worth watching. He's a real talent. I really want to watch 12 Monkeys because I know Terry Metalis did that.
Yeah, Andy, the Atomic Blonde. She said that's a brilliant show. She binge watched it.
That guy is pure talent. That's exactly what they need to see the MCU. Like, I have no interest in the thing Fantastic Four whatsoever. I think it's going to do pretty badly, right? I think it's going to do much worse than Superman, and maybe.
Oh yeah, Superman will have helped it, because even I enjoyed Superman so much. Firstly, I thought I want to go to the cinemas again. I thought, what can I go and see? And then I thought, should I go and see Fantastic Four? And I thought to myself, no, Dan, no, you.
No.
Yourself.
Okay. Next movie that I will go to cinema and see is probably Naked Gun.
You know what? As much as I slagged that off a few weeks ago when the trailer came out, I'm really quite keen to see it now. It's.
I think it looked fun. I think the trailer made it look good. There's also was it Keanu Reeves movie here? Let me see if I can get the trailer. Do I have the trailer for that? Hang on.
I also like the look of that. Is it Channing Tatum film where he's the roof man? I think it's called. That looks really good.
Haven't seen that at all. I'm going back through my history trying to find this. Hopefully I didn't look at it on Twitter. Oh, what's the name of the bloody movie? There's a Keanu Reeves trailer. Let's see what comes up. Look at that straight away. Blimey. I'm somewhat amazed. Yeah, so it's got a movie called Good Fortune coming up here. I'll show the trailer. And yeah, look, Keanu Reeves movies work because everybody loves Keanu Reeves so much, right? He's just such a great, like we want him to succeed in every way.
My name is Gabriel. I'm an angel. I'm here to save you.
What? Who the fuck are you?
I'm an angel. See the wings? I know all about you. I know you lost your job. I know you're living in your car.
I did everything I was supposed to do and nothing's working out.
I'm not really supposed to be doing this. I'm normally only in charge of saving people from texting and driving.
Wait, you're telling me I have a budget guardian angel?
Kinda.
My life is just in the service of people like Jeff.
Arj, I'm Jeff, a pleasure.
The people who actually get to live.
Fix my cold plunge. Get a disco floor for my party and find a shaman to take me on an ayahuasca journey.
Maybe I can show you that life is not all it's cracked up to be. You wanted to have wealth and success?
Now look at you.
Jeff's life is now your life.
What happened to Jeff?
Is there any update on
What's that guy's name? Aziz? I can't remember his name.
I don't know, but I've always enjoyed. He used to have his own show, and it was really good. What was it called? And it ran for a couple of years. It was really funny.
I first saw him in Parks and Rec. Which, again, that was a pretty darn good
I haven't seen Keanu Reeves do this version of himself for a really long time.
Again, to me, it looks fun.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Patterson's Dyer. Oh, I don't know, Matthew.
No, this looks fun.
Wait, for Alex?
He has your life.
Gabriel, why did you do this?
I tried to show him that wealth wouldn't solve all his problems.
And?
It seems to have solved most of his problems.
You gotta switch back, man.
So what, I just go back to living in my car?
You lived in your car?
Yes, Jeff, I did. Why do you think an angel got involved? Because I had too many roommates? Why don't you go tough it out for a few days?
You think because I'm a tech bro, I can't live your life for a little while? I came from nothing. I'm self-made.
What did your parents do?
My father was an orthopedic surgeon. This is too hard. How do people do this without just being miserable and angry all the time?
You're up here in this huge house. I'm fighting just to get by. You'll never believe me, but I've been there.
Get me God. I want a meeting with God. God! It's Jeff!
Now, I think this will be a great streaming movie, but I don't think it will get me to the cinema.
No, I wouldn't see this at the cinema, but it does look a
You know
lot
what
of
it's
fun.
like? Last Christmas, they put out a movie, Red One, with The Rock. It was like a Christmas movie. So I would never see that in the cinema in a million years. Watching it free on streaming, I was like, this is awesome. It's amazing how you're...
It's like getting a Christmas present from Amazon or Netflix.
Yeah,
when they do
yeah.
those.
It's amazing how you your expectations change things.
What has happened to you, Gabriel? You're smoking cigarettes now?
Leave me alone, Jeff. I like it. It's all I have.
Can you fly?
My wings are too small.
Not the size of the wing.
Actually, it is.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, but I think Naked Gun is probably the next movie we're going to see. Oh, it comes out soon. Comes out, although I can't see movies until like the 4th of August, right? Because starting Saturday night, I'm not allowed to eat meat or drink wine because it's the final bit of this mourning period, and then the Saturday night afterwards starts this 25-hour fast, and then it's basically over after that. But sucks ass. Are you on tonight?
Are we on tonight? Are we ever on
Right,
tonight?
jigger, jigger.
Well, yeah, we are. We're on for all of this and then some. Everybody, stay tuned for Type 40 Live Talk Shop from 8 p.m. on the Type 40
Danny Dyer picture. Oh,
Type 40 on Rumble and YouTube as ever on the Type 40 channel. Myself and a lean, mean panel of fellow Doctor Who fans, all talking shite for a couple of hours. So come and join us.
that merch they put out recently with all the logo, it's shockingly bad. A lot of it, like who would want to buy those hoodies? Unless you're already wearing one, Dan. And in that case, I apologize.
I'm sporting some of the underpants at the moment. Yeah.
Well, that's what they should bring back, man. I've told my younger son next year with his young wife, they want to go to Japan for a few weeks, right? Yeah. So I said, look, while you're there, apparently they have vending machines that sell soiled ladies' underwear.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So my daughter-in-law says, yeah.
Please get me one of those. I can put it on my wall. Right? It's just like that. Such a thing exists. I just want it there. There's some things I just need to have, and that's one of them. Anyway, 8:00 tonight.
Absolutely.
Daddy Dyer story. There's no Daddy Dyer story.
Or isn't there?
Or isn't there? He said, "I'll do that. I'll be." And listen, if I chose between Danny Dyer, Doctor Who, or Judy Gatwood, Doctor, it's not even close. Right? At least I have some hope Danny Dyer could act. Well, do I? I don't know. It needs a good actor. It needs a good actor. I mean, again, what I'd love to do to reintroduce Doctor Who is have lots of one-time doctors in a special, like Keanu Reeves and Hugh Grant, and that's how you get to the new Doctor. That definitely sounds like the way to go. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap things up so I can gird my loins and prepare myself for your show.
Yeah, it's worth girding for. I'll say that. Yeah, there's a pair of underpants in the new range with the word kablam. It's either on the front or the back. I'm not sure which. Maybe you can reverse depending on.
I don't know. Reverse as you as is required, I guess.
Obviously, if you've got the Tommy tits,
kablam on the front. If you think you're just going to shit yourself, kablam on the back.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go. Anyway, anyone who wants to know how to wear your kablam underpants, you just get in contact. We here will unravel those mysteries.
Give them a test drive. That's the idea.
Exactly. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast, but I'm going to hit it again. Say good night, good luck, and may your God walk with you.